Sync! Hello, and welcome to My Hair is Getting Out of Control, the movie. On today's episode, I feel very tiny. I'm in my kitchen. I don't know if this is working at all. I have a camera like 4 miles away so that you can fit everything and get a nice depth of field and focal depth. And then I have my laptop on the table in the kitchen recording this so I can see myself. And then I have this TED Talk mic, which is wirelessly sending audio into my office because I don't know where my lav mic is. And then I have my phone here, which is going to do a close-up. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. This is a very experimental video. It took an hour and a half to set it up. So hopefully it works. This is my first sculpture, so I figured it was only right to make it my first paint. I have ordered, as per Ace of Clay, which is essentially what I'm copying with this whole format. I have ordered folk art matte acrylic paints, which is what I'm going to use for all of this. I have no plan. I have no idea. I'm going to put some paint on here. And I have a little ice cube tray here with a little bit of water in a couple of the cups. Top tip, if you're making clay sculptures that you need to harden in the oven, before you put them in the oven, go over them with a bit of a nail polish remover and just brush them. And it'll melt like the very top layer of the clay, and it'll make the fingerprints go away. Listen, okay, so I opened this pack yesterday. I ordered it from Amazon, came yesterday, and I opened it up, and 2 of them have like the seal on the bottle, like around the top, you know, like the no tampering seal. The rest of them do not. 2 of them have this going on. Look, they've exploded, kind of, and started leaking. This is like... Ooh. Anyway, without further ado, we're gonna be painting this little fella. Do you shake these before you use them? I'm gonna mix a bit of purple... I'm gonna mix a bit of purple paint. Wow. It's turning brown. How is it turning brown? Ew. Oh no, it's purple. Kind of. Is it gonna get brown if I put yellow in it? Maybe I'll put some more red. I don't know how to mix colors without, like, opacity and the color wheel in Photoshop. What do I look like? Some sort of... Mozart? Maybe I shouldn't put it directly in the pile. Oh, this is nice. This is making a much nicer color. Yeah. Look, I'll take pictures of the finished result later, and I'll just boost the saturation in Photoshop, and it'll look like I painted really good. Oh, I didn't think this through. Am I gonna paint directly on this coaster? That's gonna get so messy. Oh. No. Ew. Anthony. How do you do this with... You know what? Screw it. We're doing it. I'm painting. Okay, so far so good. This one is basically like the fall guy. This is the... What is it called? The martyr. You'll be the guinea pig. PETA, if you're watching this, please pause the video now and then go back to the start of it and pretend you didn't see anything at all. Because they could probably spin this to be like animal testing or something. Right. Another... Oh, ew, I made it all messy. Shocker. Can I wipe that off? No. Well, kind of. Shut up and paint. I'm not doing it, though. The shutting up part. The painting part. Yes. Shutting up? Not so much. Well, you know, the problem with shutting up... Here it is. Here, I'm gonna spill the beans. Here is the problem with shutting up. No, but like, when you're recording things, right? Or streaming as well, it feels like you're wasting space, like hard drive space and time, if you are recording without saying things. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna save the butt for last. It'll be like my little treat. My little carrot. Hey, did you have that in school? Where if you did like the things you were supposed to do, you got like a carrot, like you got to do little bit of whatever you wanted, kind of. When you think about it, which I guess I didn't do, because I lived for those damn carrots as a kid. But when you think about it, it's a weird motivator for kids, isn't it? Like you'd think it'd be like a taffy or like maybe like a chicken nugget. If you do all of your tasks for the day, you'll get a chicken nugget. Oops. Who wants to do all the work and then when they're all done with all like the shitty stuff, you get a carrot? Wow, amazing. I did all of the things that I don't like doing, and now I get a carrot. I mean, I guess as an adult, I do like carrots, but I still wouldn't go out of my way, do a bunch of extra work that I don't enjoy doing just to get a carrot. It makes no sense. Don't stay in school. No, do that. Do that, though. I stayed in school, and look at me. I'm painting an ass in my kitchen. If you stay in school, you too can be painting asses in your kitchen. Like, imagine going to your, like, high school reunion or whatever, which I don't know if that's a thing here. I don't know if reunions exist in Sweden, or if maybe they just don't invite me. Aw. Maybe I've just never been invited. Maybe they have reunions, like, every year. It's like that party thing, right? Like, you don't want to go to parties, but you still want to be invited to parties because you want to feel like they want you there, even if you're not intending on attending. Intending on attending. That's a good one. That's like a Christian rap song about not going to Sunday school. Oh, I painted the butt! Oh no, crap. I was just like caught up in the flow. Can you even see what I'm doing? Kind of. How do I... I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna move this camera. It looks great. It looks so shiny. Look at that shiny butt. Now that's a shiny ass butt. It is kind of fleshy looking, isn't it? Like you know, like flesh. You know what I mean? Like uncooked steak. I'm running dangerously low on paint though. You know, maybe it's not so bad if it's not done. Maybe we can just accept our fate and be kind of like uncooked pork chop. Like maybe that's the theme. Maybe we just do an uncooked pork chop theme for every character going forward. There. How does that look? Do you like that? Well, now I can't put it down. So how do I... Maybe I'll just go over and hold it in front of the fan for a while. Hair dryer, mama. Could I interest you in everything all of the time? A little bit of everything all of the time. Apathy's a tragedy and boredom is a crime. A little bit of everything all of the time. I've returned! Well, I mean, it's an edit for you. It's just a cut. But I am back with my other brush and a dry frog. Oh crap, I missed a little bit. And a dry frog. So let's mix a little bit of light blue then. Turns out blue and white does make light blue. Why am I spreading it out so big? I need to just get like a proper ice cube tray that I can just mix things in. This is my plan for like making a wash, if you will, or like a very, very, very diluted paint. I'll just add like a bunch of water to it. You think this will be good? I want to put it on, and then I want to just wipe it off. Well, the problem with this is that it doesn't look good. Oh, this is better. I think the paper was just soaking up too much. Yeah, this is much better. Oh, okay. Okay, we're getting a little bit of a definition. You're seeing some of the spots coming out, some of the little bits and bobs. There. That's giving him a little bit more like color shift in the front. Because what I'm going to do as the final step is go over the whole thing with dry brushing, right? Which is like very light color, where you just dry brush it so it goes everywhere but in the cracks. But in the crack. Oh no! He's been flowing! There's been stuff flowing in the back! Yeah, I'll just continue with this process and add some like diluted bluish to bits and bobs and cracks and crevices so that it'll sink in around the details and stuff. I think I've figured out a way to do this sort of deliberately now. Is there a way to get like a thinner coat? Because when I put this on, it becomes so much. It's too good. It's too painty. I do think, though, that one mistake that I've been continuously making throughout this painting process, and continue to make because I'm impatient, is that I don't wait long enough before adding more paint or like the next coat, because I keep like wiping off the paint that I don't want to wipe off and pushing the paint around a lot. And I think that's kind of what happens when you paint something where the paint that is already there isn't, you know, dry yet. It's still got some ways to go in terms of setting properly. So I should probably, for the next thing I paint, I'm gonna wait and blow dry it a lot more between each coat of paint. The paint also don't like fade as well as I thought, or like go on as thin as I thought it would. I'm still doing it though. I'm still going through with it. I've committed to the wiping. It's the theme now. It's like the aesthetic of this frog. It's almost 6 p.m. I've been painting this frog for an hour and a half. This piece of paper is getting like all covered in red and blue now. It's starting to look like Spider-Man's toilet paper. Alrighty then. I think that'll do it for the base coat. And I've been adding some paint and dotting it off and adding some and dotting it and going in and out, and it's gotten to be a very much more smoother surface. So maybe for now I'll just do the tongue, the leaf, and the eyeballs, just so that we get like a completed picture of him. Green. Too much green. Too much white. Ugh. Too much red. And black. Too much black? Should we go? I mean, it's the theme now, right? Now this is the detaily stuff that I'm nervous about, because I'm bad at detaily fleshy stuff. No, I'm bad at detaily stuff. No! Tongue! It's so pink. It came out so fleshy. I do like it though. And then green for the lily pad. I'm just gonna go straight up green with this. I'm not gonna dilute it or nothing. I'm just gonna go green or go home. And I'm already home, so I can't even do that. It would make no sense. I would have to leave and come back to the same place. And my neighbors are going to think I'm weird, because why did he just leave and then just went straight back? What is he doing? Should we call someone? And then I'll go to prison. And then what if I like go to prison and I like prison a lot more than unprison? And then I'll just want to stay there, but they release me instantly because it's like a ridiculous charge. Like I was just leaving my apartment and going back in. But then I want to go back to prison deliberately, because I liked it so much. So maybe I like start committing crimes just to actually get put in prison. I'll become like a super criminal just because of this one reference. Well, one joke. It wasn't even a joke. It was just a comment in this one video. And then all because of that, I become a criminal. See? You never know. You never know how it's gonna happen. So right now, I'm painting some green onto this lily pad because I figured, well, what is the color of a lily pad? I would assume that it's green. If I were to see a lily pad in real life, I would say, hey, look at that lily pad. That's kind of green. I do want to do this though. I want to use the strokes of the brush to my advantage. So I want to paint from the middle out because it'll look like, you know, fibers on the leaf. At least that's my hope. Because there's not a lot I can do about the brush strokes being there. So make them work for you. Make them add the details that you were too lazy to add yourself. You know? Make that paint your little friend. Collaborate with the paint. Make it be like your partner. Right. Green? Now all I need is black for the eyes and the uneyes. What's it called? The fly on the top. I was also thinking, what am I going to do with the eyes? Am I just going to do them full black? Am I going to make them like a color? Should I make them white with like a pupil in it? A pupil? Like a cartoon frog? But I'm opting for all black because it's easier to do that. And also, I think the other alternatives that I just mentioned would look kind of stupid. I will probably, though, add like a white dot as like a little sheen. Since this is matte paint, it's gonna, surprisingly enough, dry matte. So, just to sort of sell that little life spark. Oh, this is more satisfying. Just coating. I've been painting this for 2 hours now. And I think I've said maybe 1 or 2 sentences that has been of any sort of value. So I sometimes I get amazed at how many words you can use without actually saying anything. You probably haven't even been able to see most of the actual painting process due to my inept camera setup. But you know what? You're better off, to be honest. You don't want to see what's going on in here, because it's not pretty. It doesn't come out very good at all. None of this has become something that I want to admit to having created. No, you know what? It's actually, for my first paint job, I'm not unhappy with it. It didn't turn out the way I wanted, or like my very initial thought, because the paints didn't, like the opacity of the paint it didn't function the way I thought it would for some reason. Like I expected it to blend a lot better and to go on thinner so that I could add many thin coats of, like, for example, like the washed out red, many thin coats of it to make it fade from purple to red instead of being like weird and patchy. But hey, done. Look at that. Look at that little guy. He didn't turn out too bad after all. He's got a little fly on his head. He's got a little weird ass eyes. He's got a little very, very pink tongue. I think that turned out not too shabby, if I say so myself. For the first time I have painted a clay figure that I have made, it turned out okay in the end. Well, that took 2 hours! I don't want to edit this! But I hope you enjoyed. We'll do more of these things. Maybe even stream it and have just like a messy stream. But thanks for hanging out for this video. I hope it was something. My ass hurts now. Ugh. Ow. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I've been sitting on this the whole time.